guys, it's Amy from Now Polished Baby 90 and welcome to today's video. Let's go into the intro of this because I don't want it to be super long. So, I haven't put out many videos in September. We're here with monthly favourites of September. I wore a few polishes, but I just didn't really have access to my collection. I've said a few times on Instagram stories that we actually had some building work done at my house, which took about 3 weeks, and it in part impacted this room and the room above it, so it was kind of out of bounds for a while, and then that's kind of put me back on schedule of what I would have been doing. So I'm hoping that maybe not this week, but the next week we will get back into our 2 videos a week. As you can see, some of this is still a bit disorganised, but I will get there. Today I sat down to film and put I had like glasses makeup on is what I call it, so a little bit of makeup when I wear my big chunky glasses, sat down to film, and my glasses had the reflect in the lenses. It was hideous, so now you're just going to have to deal with very minimal face, which would only be reserved for glasses wearing days, not filming days, but this is my small window to get this done. So without ado, September favourites, let's be having you. I wore 2 Dollish polish. The first one I wore right at the start of the month, and this one is called It's Bullshit. Apologies for swearing. And this was an add-on to the Stranger Things 2 collection and also a Polish Con exclusive. Someone commented on it that this should be the polish of 2020, and I kind of agree. The whole year has been bullshit. So this is a pink base, and then we have a tons of itty bitty purple metallic glitters in here, so it is that pink and purple mixture together. Looks very nice, quite subtle on the nails, nothing too garish. It takes 2 coats to be completely opaque. I'm not sure how easy this or quite a lot of the polishes are going to be to get that I'm going to show you, but I will always link all the indies down below just in case you want to see what else they have on their websites, because they'll all be selling pretty polishes. So that first one there is 2 coats of It's Bullshit by Dollish Polish. The other one from Dollish Polish was Memento Mori, and this was their polish pickup offering for Rewind, which was July this year. Originally it came out in September 19. So September 19 then brought back for Rewind on the website. So I picked this one up, and it's just the most squishy, bright cerulean cobalt blue base, and then we have a ton of flakies in here. The flakies are opalescent, there's a little bit of duochrome in there, so it's all these kind of shifty elements in the blue base. I thought it's built up really nicely. It did take 3 coats just to get that jelly base completely up there. Really glad that this came back, and really glad that I picked it up. So that one there was 3 coats of Memento Mori by Dollish Polish. It's kind of like the month of 2s. I think there's loads of brands that I wore 2 of this month. We have 2 from Pahlish, and this is from my recent order from them. The first one is called Space Cowboy. I had my mind on this and my eyes, my mind and my eyes on this for a while, and then I kind of wanted to tie it in with when I wanted to order. So it is kind of like a cornflower, dark blue cornflower base, and then it has a really strong flash, and the flash is kind of like unicorn pea. It goes to green, yellow, pink in a shift. The only thing is this would not capture on camera when I took photos of it. I could not get the photo to accurately show the shift. The shift is very there. It's probably on a scale of low, medium and high shift. I would say it's in the middle. I've definitely got ones that are shiftier, and I've definitely got ones that are not as shifty. So it was a good one, but I'm just not, the photo's not accurately showing it for the beauty that it is. Nice and opaque. 2 coats of Space Cowboy by Pahlish. The other one was from that same order, and this one is called Fountain of Youth. I'm starting to think of year favourites, and I'm gonna go out there and say this is gonna be in it. I was obsessed. I didn't want to take this off my nails. I would wear it forever. It's this beautiful light blue base, and then we have a bluey purple flash to it. The flash is very strong in the bottle and on the nail. It's probably a 2-coater. I did just put a 3rd one on to see if it did anything, which it didn't really change what I'd already got. Absolutely adore it. I can't highly recommend it enough. So that one there was 2 coats of Fountain of Youth by Pahlish. 2 from Glam Polish. The first one that we have I got in a grab bag, a mystery grab bag recently, and this is called Firework. And this is a minty teal, light minty teal holographic. I don't think that when I think of Glam, I don't think of their linear hollows as something that they do. They obviously do them, but it's not something in my mind that I feel represents their brand. It's pretty, it's a very soft holographic. It's not going to be garish or in your face like many other brands out there. It was a nice subtle holographic. So that there was 2 coats of Firework by Glam Polish. And again, this next one I feel like is going to be in my favourites of the year. I do try to remember back to January, which seems like a haze, but just this like last month, 6 weeks, I've just come across all these absolutely stunning polishes. So this one is called Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It came out in the Elton John collection. Again, had my eye on it for a while and definitely was so elated to pick it up. So it is an indigo base. We then have a very strong flash to it, plus a ton of warm duochrome flakies and silver holographic glitters in here. So I just loved the flash with the flaky and a little bit of hollow. All of that together. When I think of Glam, I think of these crazy combos that just work so perfectly, and it's almost, if you read it out, it would sound like it's too much, but it never is. It's always the exact right amount. So this one here was 2 coats of Goodbye Yellow Brick Road Glam Polish. The last 2 are both from Hella Handmade Creations. The first one is Bluebird Lacquer, and this one is Hail to the King. Now, when I showed this in the haul, someone commented saying they were a little bit disappointed with it because they felt that the base was too dark. I can understand what they are saying. I really liked this one. It's a very inky jelly, one of the darkest jelly bases you'll ever see, and then there is a ton of larger flakies in here, and the flakies again are opalescent, and they are also like a green to blue to purple shift. There's enough flaky so within that base it still stands out, so they get opaque in 2 to 3 coats. You're having that very dark base, but then in the light it will pop all those flakies in there. So I really enjoyed it, but I can see how people would think that the base is too dark. It's going to be an opinion splitter, I think, with this one. But that one there is Hail to the King by Bluebird Lacquer, and that is 2 or 3 coats. Wrapping up the new wares, and then we get on to empties and polishes that I re-wore this month. The last one here we have is Wimbledon, and this is by Rogue Lacquer, and it's part of their Hella Handmade Creation series of London, which is still going on at the moment. So this is a green grass base, again with the most amount of flakies you couldn't even believe. This is crammed full of flakies, and that it just makes me so happy. The more flakies the better. There's not too many. There's never a thing as too many flakies for me anyway. And the flakies are mainly green, and then also ones that go from green to purple duochrome. It got completely opaque in 2 or 3. Again, you may feel that you need to just patch it over, but where there are so many flakies, the flakies kind of hide any bold patches that you may feel that you have. So that one there is 2 coats of Wimbledon by Rogue Lacquer. On to the rewears. So these are polishes that I'm not showing you an updated swatch for. I'm just showing you the polish and then the swatch when I wore it. So the first one that we have is called Ain't Worth the Whisky, and this is by Danglefoot, which is a UK based brand. This is a beautiful polish. It is a dark deep purple with a lighter blue purple flash, plush holographic. This is either in her core line or it was in her core line for a really long time, so check the website because it may still be available now. It's just a beautiful dark shifty vampy. I'm really getting into like darker fall colours. That's definitely my mood of the month. So 2 coats of Ain't Worth the Whisky by Danglefoot. Then we have a Book of the Beast, and this was from the Sabrina collection by Glam Polish, and this is kind of like maybe like an eggplant aubergine type base. We then have a nice strong red flash to it, plus a ton of flakies and holographic in there as well. So like I was just really feeling these kind of autumnal, leafy, autumny shades. So I definitely enjoyed wearing this one again, and this was, I think I have half the collection from this collection, and they're really pretty. So that one there was 2 coats of Book of the Beast by Glam Polish. We have an empty, and then we are finished for September. My empty is the Wet Set top coat by Barry M. I did a Barry M video in August, I think, and I picked up their top coat as part of my experiment to try out the brand. I really like the Wet Set. It dries very quickly, which is all that I require. If you say that you dry quick and you don't, that is a fail, but this dried quick and very glossy. A few people commented saying they thought it got thick quick. I am a bit of an addict, so I do go through top coat almost like water. It got a little bit thick at the end, so just a few drops thinner, and I did mix it in with another top coat just to finish it all off there. So if you're somebody that's not changing your nails every day or a few times a week, you may find it gets too gloopy, but I've got 2 other bottles of it and I'm going my way through them at the moment. So So that empty was Wet Set Trick Quick Dry Top Coat, can't speak, at Barry M. And that's it. September wrapped up. We move into October and I have a few videos planned in October, plus I think I'm going to do a life update. I used to do them every 6 months and I think it's been about 9 months now, so we'll probably do one of those. I have some swatch and reviews coming. I have another OPI based video coming, so please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, let me know what you wore in September, and I will see you soon.